Do not travel to London before watching this video. This is your ultimate guide to everything London. There are 10 things that you absolutely need to know. And stick around to the end because I promise you there's a surprise waiting. So number one, don't be a deer in headlights. If you're planning to brave the streets of London behind the wheel, there's something that you need to know. We drive on the other side of the road here in the US. That's right. Forget everything you learned in driver's ed because in London, left is right and right is, well, left. So buckle up, keep calm, and remember, the only thing that's more terrifying than a London roundabout is a London roundabout in rush hour. However, I'm sure most of you probably won't even drive. But my friend pedestrians, even crossing the street when it's reversed is difficult. There were many times I was looking the wrong way and I could have been hit. Actually, just everything being flipped is confusing. From walking around people and they're on the opposite side that you're used to. In all honesty, this may be one of the toughest things to adjust to. So number two, let's talk about the magical world of coins. Now, if you're used to flashing your dollar bills in the good old USA, you might be in for a world of shock when you land in London. There, they have pounds, pence, and a whole lot of confusion for those unprepared. So imagine trying to decipher the Da Vinci Code every time you pay. While in the US, we have dollar bills, the smallest bill in London is 5. Everything less is coins. So don't lose those. That's a good tip, a drink when it's hot. Sometimes you may not even get change back because they don't have like 35 cents to give you back. The smallest coin in London is $1. There were times where I was thinking I would get change back and they just walk off. I'm sitting there thinking like, did I just get finesse? So don't lose your coins or you might lose your marbles. Number three, let's talk about the weather. This is one topic that is actually guaranteed to spark any conversation in any British pub because London weather is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. One minute you're basking in sunshine like you're on a Mediterranean holiday, and the next you're dodging raindrops the size of golf balls. So before you leave your cozy Airbnb or hotel, always remember to pack an umbrella. On top of that, it's cold in London. I mean, you should probably try to visit in the late spring or early fall. I was there at the beginning of October and everybody was continuously telling me I was lucky. It was only 55 to 62 degrees. However, it was sunny and they said around that time it's colder and rainy. So check the weather apps continuously. Number four is the outlets and the plugs. So picture this, you've just arrived in London, ready to document every moment of your adventure on Instagram, but wait, where are you going to plug in your charger? The outlets are different in almost every country, and I will say this is something that bugs me. Why can't all countries agree to have the same outlets like we all have the same charger inputs for our iPhones and Androids? It makes sense. Either way, don't be that guy or gal searching frantically to find an adapter before your phone dies in a foreign place. And look, this is a tip. Please, buy you a portable charger. They are so convenient and they're lifesavers. Now, number five is crime. And I'm sure you're wondering. Every big city has its fair share of dodgy characters, and London is no exception. But don't worry, most crime involves pickpocketing and purse snatchings. If you come from the US, guns are people's biggest worry. And in London, you can walk the streets knowing the odds of you being mugged or a victim of gun violence is slim. Fights typically don't turn deadly, nor did I even see a bar fight in London, although they happen, of course. Criminals do have knives, so don't be walking around acting like a tough guy. All this to say, overall, you are safe in London. Just keep your head on a swivel, steer clear of the sketchy neighborhoods. Number six is, let's talk about the real reason you're actually here. It's the nightlife. London's after dark scene is like a choose your own adventure book with pubs, clubs, and speakeasies waiting on every corner. But before you go channeling your inner party animal, a word of advice is just pace yourself. London's nightlife is a marathon, not a sprint. So sip your gin and tonic, bust out your best dance moves. It's all fun and games until someone loses their phone in the cab or is asleep on a bench. Good neighborhoods to party are Soho, Shoreditch, Camden, Brixton, and the bars are really cool and there are a ton of options with vibes for every type of person. If that's your type of fun, go explore the streets for sure. Number seven is location and accommodation. From swanky hotels to cozy Airbnbs, London's got a bed for every budget. But before you go booking that penthouse suite overlooking the Thames, consider your options. Do you want to live like a local? Opt for a charming flat in Notting Hill. If you crave luxury, check into a boutique hotel in Mayfair. Whatever is your style, just make sure to book early because trust me, London is a popular place. One word of advice, if you're coming from US and even larger size countries, the rooms are tiny in London. I paid a decent price and I walked in the hotel wondering where was the rest of my room. The bathroom was tiny. It was really something I wasn't used to. I suggest upgrading your room if it fits the bill. Staying as central as possible to everything is typically the best thing to do. Soho is one of the best neighborhoods in central London. And number 8 is London's public transportation. Perfecto. From the iconic red buses to the ever reliable tube, getting around the city is an adventure in itself. To ride London's train system, you buy an Oyster card or simply just use Apple Pay. Your Google Maps will easily get you around. Just make sure you put in a location before going underground. Also, get your knees ready because in certain metro stations, you can walk down 10 plus flights of steps to get to the platform. Outside of that, it's so easy to get around London. I mean, they have one of the best systems in the world. You don't need to ride an Uber if you don't want to. And honestly, I suggest not to. Number 9 is the best time to travel to London. And you wanna know a secret? The best time to travel is anytime. That's right. Whether you're soaking up the summer sun in Hyde Park or cozying up by the fire in a quaint pub in winter, London's got something special to offer all year round. Your biggest downfall is the rain and how you can get it at any time. Don't get me wrong. London gets super cold, so for the people out there like me who would rather it stay 90 degrees year long, winter is not it. However, London over Christmas is beautiful and they don't get a ton of snow. So if you can tolerate the cold and you may have a festive spirit, London's colder and slower season may be for you. Number 10, last but certainly not least, food. Let's talk about everybody's favorite topic. From traditional fish and chips to mouth-watering curry on Brick Lane, London's culinary scene is a melting pot of flavors and cultures. But here's the twist. I was not impressed. I was not, nope. Personally, look, I'm really not a big foodie, but when I do travel, I try to eat like a local. I asked for the most British dish and it just wasn't sitting well for me. Look, London isn't really known for its food, but that doesn't mean they don't have Michelin star eateries. And I know food to some people are great, but to me, it was tough to swallow and I starved. So look, maybe you won't though, maybe you won't. Let me know where I should go next time if y'all the pros, but honestly, I could have just chose the wrong places and it was not good. So look, all in all, I have been to a fair amount of countries at this point, and I will say, London may just be my favorite of them all. Honestly, there you have it. You got it. 10 essential tips to ensure your London adventure goes off without a hitch. But before I bid you adieu, remember one thing. You haven't truly experienced London until you live like a local. So ditch the guidebook, embrace the unknown, and get ready for the journey of a lifetime. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips and tricks. Until next time, cheerio and peace.